Welcome to your second stimulus check and stimulus package update. Hope you are staying safe and doing well today. We are roughly a week away from the election, and right now, millions of people are hoping for Congress to pass something anytime from now. We are just tired of them going back and forth and hoping that today or sometime this week something will pass. A stimulus agreement will be reached between House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin. In today's updates, we'll quickly go through what exactly House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says is the problem and what she does think will happen in order for them to pass the stimulus bill. She's optimistic and she's still hopeful that something will pass before election. So they have a week. So they just these next few days they have to do something real quick in order to arrest the situation and get the stimulus bill to pass. So both sides have to reach an agreement. But before we dive into today's details, if this is your first time stopping by this channel, welcome. Consider subscribing now to join this amazing community to stay informed on the latest stimulus updates, economic updates, and financial tips. One more thing, if you support a second stimulus check to struggling Americans, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. A lot of people right now are going through so much financial pain and financial pressure as a result of the stimulus delay. Many people are facing eviction. Approximately 14 million people are facing eviction. And we have over 23 million people who are currently unemployed. And most of these people already have their unemployment benefits cut short. So people really need the help right now. And Congress needs to act quicker and make some progress to get the people some help. So if you support more help to struggling Americans, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. So what exactly did House Speaker Nancy Pelosi say? So House Speaker Nancy Pelosi tweeted yesterday saying that President Trump and Senate Republicans have committed an act of supreme desperation, jamming through a Supreme Court nominee just 8 days before Election Day as part of their years-long campaign to destroy America's health care. So again, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has been very vocal about the shift in attention from the stimulus bill and the Supreme Court nominee. And the Republicans, led by Mitch McConnell, have been pushing to have the Supreme Court nominee done. And yesterday, they did confirm Justice Amy Coney Barrett as the Supreme Court justice. So the Senate did the confirmation yesterday, and right now the stimulus bill or the stimulus negotiations seems to be taking a little bit of a backseat as some of these things are happening. So the full attention that they are supposed to be given to the stimulus to get people some more help is not happening. Instead, we're seeing them dancing around and going back and forth, having all these phone calls that basically yield no big or significant outcome. All we've seen is them, Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin, who is representing the White House, having a phone conversation that lasts for about an hour with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, and they come back and say, hey, be hopeful, we're close to a deal, yet nothing happens. Last week they did set a 48-hour deadline. We didn't see anything go on. So this is really interesting. And yesterday also, Senate Leader Mitch McConnell had some kind of hit coming to him, but this time around it came from his challenger, his Democratic challenger, Amy McGrath. So she did have some things to say about what is going on right now in Congress. And what she said is that that Mitch McConnell is basically fast tracking the Supreme Court nominee and slow tracks everything else. So basically, the Republicans, led by Mitch McConnell, have been fast tracking the Supreme Court nomination, and everything else has just been slow, according to what Amy McGrath is saying. And this is something that we're seeing right now. And she did add that it is a dereliction of duty. So again, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below, about the stimulus bill being put in the back burner and everything else being sped up before election. So right now we're seeing so many reactions on this stimulus bill and stimulus negotiations. In fact, Senator Rick Scott did say yesterday on Squawk Box, he said if you go look at their bill, talking about the bill from the House Democrats, if you go look at their bill, it is a whole bunch of things that have nothing to do with the virus. So it does seem that the Republicans are not in full support of whatever we're seeing from the Democrats, because they still believe the bill is full of things that they are not interested in passing, or some provisions that they do not like. So again, let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section below. The Democrats have a $2.2 trillion bill right now, and the White House has a $1.88 trillion stimulus package. Yesterday, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi did appear on MSNBC, and she had an interview with Chris Hayes. And during the interview, they spoke about things from election to stimulus. But one thing I want to highlight here, or some of the things I want to highlight here, are related to the stimulus package. So Chris Hayes did have some questions for House Speaker Nancy Pelosi on the stimulus package. And he starts by saying, you mentioned the virus relief and this sort of testing gap. And I want to state to you how I understand the state of things. So again, the testing and funding has been one of the biggest issues. So let's see what Chris Hayes had to say. So Chris Hayes did start out by saying, we are constantly talking about they are making progress. They are making progress and they are making progress. That's what we've all heard, and he's saying the same thing. So at least we are not the only ones saying that it feels like they are they're just jumping around in circles, and just like it feels like a hamster wheel basically. So this is what he goes on to say. My understanding is that the problem isn't the top line number, which can be negotiated, the size of the package. Minor problem is that there are huge differences substantively between what you want to see out of the package in terms of what it commits the White House to doing on testing and suppressing the virus, and what they are willing to do. And it seems to me that if your position and the Democrats' position is we should suppress and contain the virus, and the White House position is no, we should not, it is not a negotiable, there is no negotiating to be done there. So House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says that's right. That's exactly right, and thank you for putting it that way. So she does go on to say, and you may recall about 10 days ago, they finally said, okay, we'll go along with the testing plan. We're just going to make a light touch on the language. That light touch was taking out 55% of the language, changing basically everything according to her. So the testing and tracing funding language, or how exactly they want to see the testing and funding done, still remains the biggest bone of contention right now, because both sides, amongst other things, are still arguing on how they want to see the testing and tracing. And it did seem like they were reaching some type of consensus a few days ago, but nothing yet. No significant outcome from this testing and tracing. So Chris Hayes does go on to say that it feels like a donkey with a carrot in front of him. So this whole stimulus talks going back and forth does feel like a donkey with a carrot, which is how we all feel like, just dangling the carrot in front of all of us and saying, yeah, we're going to reach a deal. But House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is still optimistic among everything going on right now. She's still saying, amongst her blaming the Republicans and other people in the White House are not reaching a deal, she's still saying that something is going to happen here soon. So we're hoping they do come to an agreement. But the question right now is, are we going to see them pass a bill before November 3rd? Again, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. While we wait for Congress to finalize the next stimulus package, you may have to pick up a side hustle or a side gig to get some cash or make some extra money from home. Be sure to check out the video on the left to discover the one-of-a-kind website that pays you hundreds to thousands of dollars to just read out loud. This is a free, simple, and exclusive side hustle, and in this video, you'll discover the step-by-step process to get started today. And if you want the best-kept secret to increase your credit score fast, check out the video on the right. Don't forget to help others find this video quicker by liking this video and sharing it. And also, be sure to subscribe now as we track the latest progress on the next stimulus package. See you in the next update. Be safe and thank you for watching.